Extraterrestrial groups were also contacting the governments, asking only to dismantle all the nuclear weapons and technology for mass destruction, and they will provide the necessary protection and guidance.
Welcome, insightful viewers, to Science and Spirituality. This week we present the conclusion of a two-part series featuring Macedonian psionic or psychic researcher Pane Andov. Throughout his life, Mr. Andov, a vegetarian, has had numerous extraordinary encounters with extraterrestrials and unidentified flying objects, or UFOs. To share his knowledge regarding such fascinating topics as crop circles, the extraterrestrial hierarchy in the solar system, as well as the coming wonderful and incredible changes to Earth and humanity after 2012, he publishes a monthly magazine called The Sixth Sense and conducts public lectures.
In 2006, together with my beloved wife Svetlana Andova, we started a magazine called Šesto in Macedonian language, or Sixth Sense in English, which dealt with Asian civilization, secret government projects, psionic research, UFO phenomena. We cover a lot of topics and increase the awareness of people in that region.
What about the presence of extraterrestrial life here on Earth? We asked Mr. Andov for his perspective.
Some of the extraterrestrials are from other systems, but there are groups of entities that are also living on planet Earth. To the best of my knowledge, we are dealing with more than 3,000 species. So some species are even older than the human species on Earth. There are species that are coming and going all the time, and there are species that are staying for some time and they leave. There are different agendas, they just avoid the contact with the human species, and they live underground in their bases, and they live underwater also. And most of the time they are just avoiding any contact, but we can see from the generated video documentation and evidence that they're here all the time.
Mr. Andov says he has been in contact with extraterrestrials since the age of 7. As the years have gone by, he has developed an ever greater understanding of their messages for the world.
I started to pick up their thoughts, and they were guiding me all the way. This image, most of it is on infrared, and this is me where I was meditating in the room. You can see the huge entity, huge orb coming from the Sri Yantra. As you can see, the orb was just penetrating through the wall and exiting. Those orbs of light are always there, following me. So this is a seminar that I was doing in Melbourne recently. As you can see, the orbs are always following me. You will see the intelligent movement of one flying. That's the interesting part, was that as soon as I was able to tune into the frequency that I was able to transmit and receive data.
Pane Andov says that beings from other realms have informed him that the period from December 21, 2012 onwards marks the end of an age and the beginning of a new, magnificent and wonderful one. He has been told that there will be a fantastic change in human DNA that will lift our collective consciousness to a higher level. What will prompt the amazing transformation is a tremendous amount of energy coming from the very center of the Milky Way galaxy that will arrive in our solar system at the end of 2012.
This is my purpose here. I was actually in a position to communicate with these intelligences directly, like we are communicating now, and many of those messages are directed to the closing of the cycle and what we need to do, because there is a extreme energy that is coming our way from the galactic center.
Mr. Andov advocates that humanity pay close attention to crop circles, as they contain much information about the spectacular changes ahead for people on Earth.
When I started to work, particularly on the decoding of the crop circles, I started to experience a direct contact with the extraterrestrial intelligence that is making the genuine crop circles. So there is a difference between the man-made ones and the genuine crop designs. And for example, with the man-made crop designs, the plant is broken most of the time by the physical force. To the best of my knowledge, more than 30,000 crop circles are delivered in the last 20 years or so. Many of those are not discovered, but the military satellites actually are picking them everywhere, and they are actually recording those images, trying to decode the messages behind them. In most occasions, those crop circles are appearing very close to the Asian horses, white horses, like depicted in the image. And as you can see in this image, they're always very close to Stonehenge, to some mounts, because those points are under something that is active from the time of the Atlantis. There's like a dimensional vortexes that exist there. That is why those genuine crop circles are appearing in great abundance. Just to satisfy the skeptic view of this is the best what man can do with the crop circles. This was filmed in New Zealand, so you can see there is a light that they're using. You can see from the left. And to create this stuff, and it took many hours to produce a crop circle with this precision. But after this is finished, you see they had created a huge mess with footsteps everywhere, and the crop is much destroyed and damaged. It's just completely obvious that this is done by mechanical force. The demonstration didn't match completely what was found in the genuine crop circles.
On many occasions, eyewitnesses have caught sight of balls of light hovering over fields where crop circles suddenly appear. What is the relationship between these mysterious lights and the formation of crop circles?
Flying crafts are above the field, and they are influencing the crop with electromagnetic or microwave energy. In these images here, you can see where those of light actually went through, and again in many occasions those balls of light were filmed everywhere above the field. This is the genuine phenomenon that we are talking about. Take for example the research of Dr. Eltjo Hazelhoff. His research was about that balls of light are actually creating these crop circles. He proved that this crop found inside the genuine crop circles is acting particularly in that way, like you have a light bulb in the room, and just beneath the light bulb, the source of the light is strongest. So that's where the crop is growing higher.
Dr. Hasselhoff has published a paper on crop circles in the internationally recognized science journal on plant biology, Physiologia Plantarum. Dr. Hasselhoff's work was peer-reviewed by other scientists before being accepted by the journal for publication.
He had explained perfectly about this phenomena, and this paper was actually examined by the scientific community, and it was accepted that some of the crop circles are created by balls of light. This is the real research, that this crop, this plant was bent at almost 90 degrees, just split of the second, and also the crop grows bigger and is getting more healthier. Some of those crop circles are impressive. They're extremely big, right? And this particular one appeared in the middle of the storm when it was raining. It's amazing. If you are telepathically sensitive, you will immediately feel the energy coming from these crop circles. The other thing that is very interesting, that with the genuine crop circles, once that you go inside with the compass, the compass will start to malfunction.
A question that frequently comes up with regards to crop circles is why the messages are not simpler to understand, and why this particular communication medium is being used. Mr. Andov says that this is because during US President Dwight D. Eisenhower's administration in the 1950s, a treaty was signed between certain extraterrestrial groups and the USA concerning science and technology exchange.
So in this treaty there was a line that no other extraterrestrial group is allowed to directly interfere, which means no direct overtook of the television signal, no direct overtook of the radio signal, and no direct appearance and changing the course of how or where the humanity is heading. Those groups that are willing to help are writing directly to the Earth. That is why they're creating crop circles. They're not writing in English, but they're writing in the cosmic language, in cosmic mathematics and geometry. And the idea is that a certain amount of people are open to this information, and they're following the crop circle phenomena and are working on decoding the messages. So still the message will go through. So this is one indirect way of communicating. And most of the crop circles are pointing towards the end of the cycle and the importance of certain things that people need to understand.
Supreme Master Ching Hai has given the world great insight regarding the activities of UFOs and extraterrestrials on Earth. As in this October 3rd, 2010 video conference with Supreme Master television staff in Los Angeles, California, USA.
One of it is to help to promote peace, promote peace, and stop war. Yes, they also stop comet to hit us, etc., etc. Yes, so you see, many times we heard that the comet almost hit the Earth, and then it veered to the other direction into the space, harmless space. Yes, so it didn't harm the Earth.
Yes, yes.
They also heal many sick people wherever they can. Yes, whenever they happen to have a chance to do that.
Wow.
And they also soften warlike aggression. Yes, and trying to induce people into a more peaceful state of mind. Yes. So their activities are so many.
Pane Andov, we salute you for helping the world gain a better understanding of extraterrestrials and their messages for humanity. May you successfully continue your benevolent work, including the sharing of your vast metaphysical knowledge with others. For more details on Mr. Andov, please visit www.paneandov.com. DVDs and books by Mr. Andov are available on the same website. Esteemed viewers, thank you for your presence today on our program. Words of Wisdom is coming up next after noteworthy news. May we always appreciate the beauty of the universe.
For more details, please visit www.suprememastertv.com/SS